Tailored is the second step in the Training for Influence methodology for a reason, because it's fundamental, it's really important. Once you've got your expert in the room, you need to ensure that they tailor the training session accordingly. This is so important to ensure that the organisation and the delegates really understand the topic and how it connects to what they do on a daily basis and how it can really influence their frontline delivery. But how do you tailor a training session? Well, there's multiple different ways, and in the book I kind of describe it as layering, because that's what I think it is. When you're first designing a training session and you're pulling together the skeleton, then you're thinking about the legislation, you're thinking about the best practice, you're thinking about the guidance, you're thinking about the mandatory information that needs to be covered within that training session. That will differ depending on what the subject of the training session is. And there will be a variety of different complexities that go into that. And then you also think about the quality assurance and any quality assurance standards that an organisation might need to meet, or any commissioning or any monitoring. So all of that needs to be considered right at the beginning in the skeleton of the course before you do anything else. And you need to connect all of that to the objectives of the course. So what are the objectives and how is this really relevant to them? So you've got your first two layers of tailoring. The next part is actually getting to know the organisation and getting to know their objectives for undertaking this session. Why have they booked this session? Get the organisation to talk to you, to tell you about what they do, the services that they deliver. And if you work for that organisation, go and talk to different team members. Find out actually the applicability of the subject that you're going to be delivering that day. Ask them specifically to give you some case studies to help you make the activities relevant, so that the subject comes alive for the delegates, so that they can absolutely build on their current level of knowledge and walk out with techniques that are relatable and immediately usable to have impact on the front line to the service that they give to their customers. So talk to the organisation, talk to the team manager, and find out all of that information that connects the subject specifically to what they do on a daily basis. And then your final layer of tailoring is about actually considering the individuals that are going to be in the room that day. What team are they from? What are the dynamics of that team? And do you need to consider any special kind of intricacies and present from a certain perspective because of the diversity of the individuals within that room? So tailoring is about being really layered, and it starts off wide with that legislation and then builds upon each other until you get right down to that nitty-gritty information. If you want to know more about this, in the book you can find really specific examples of how we at tailor sessions, but equally there's some free resources on the Training for Influence website where you can go through the process of tailoring a session and putting together a proposal. I hope this has helped. Thanks.